Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives Today Update channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Fans of Sister Wives are furious at Kody&Brown's disgusting remark about Ysabel. Season 19 of Sister Wives has demonstrated that Ysabel Brown still desires a relationship with her father, Kody&Brown. But seeing how unhealthy their relationship is has been awful. However, a disgusting remark Kody made about his daughter Ysabel has people in a frenzy. Kody&Brown's ability to spin situations is astounding to fans. When it comes to Kody&Brown, Sister Wives viewers have definitely observed a trend. Interestingly, it appears that he can manipulate information to make any circumstance revolve about him. Fans were incensed at Kody's disgusting remarks toward his daughter, Ysabel Brown, in one specific case. Knowing how much Ysabel wants to have a close relationship with her father also makes it hit much more. Fans of Sister Wives talk about Kody&Brown's disgusting remark about Ysabel Brown on Reddit. The user begins by saying, "If you want to be angry." They continue by saying, "Rewatch S13E3. In this instance, Kody wishes to prevent Ysabel from having back surgery. I just rewatched it, and it's really annoying. Ysabel is a beautiful person, and a rod in her back messes with me," he genuinely adds. In fact, he makes everything about himself. I also can't say that Christine did a great job resisting him. I honestly couldn't sleep after seeing it at 1 in the morning. Everything is always about him, remarks another spectator. He was the subject of the entire talk, not her. At that point, he didn't appear to understand or give a damn that Ysabel was in excruciating pain. In order to pay for it, Christine had saved money and at last obtained health insurance. He needed to reframe everything for himself. When he offered that she fly alone and have the surgery without her parents, I believe I would have flown across the porch at his ***. That made it clear that he is a total jerk of a father. Fans are also enraged by Kody&Brown's decisions on the whole matter. "Yes," exclaims one enthusiast. "I completely concur. It was really annoying, and I'm not sure if I could have controlled my anger. At his ***, I would fly across that damn porch. How could a parent ever recommend that their child travel to another state for surgery on their own? Oh, and he didn't want to be away from Robyn's children and run the chance of being exposed or having to go into quarantine afterwards. During his 11-day honeymoon with Robyn, he was separated from all of his other children. Christine gave birth to a baby. He really is a repulsive individual. I don't think he ever considered anything from her perspective, not even when they had some doctor's appointments with her earlier on as this scenario had developed. Did he ever explain the situation with her wearing the brace, etc., and how it might impact the lives of young adults? Perhaps it wasn't a huge deal from his point of view, and perhaps wearing that brace wasn't a big deal from life's perspective, but what about a junior in high school who is already different because they live in a plural marriage situation, are teased on TV, and stand out like a sore thumb now that they have a big back brace on? However, none of that matters to him because the only things that impact his life are attending appointments and making payments. Fans are also furious over Kody&Brown's ability to make anything about him. He wants to be chief patriarch, someone asks. He is unquestionably the main narcissist patriarch. Since narcissists are always talking about themselves, I can't even picture meeting them. What a troll. I don't know how those good folks got along with him. You can bet your **** that if it was one of Robyn's kids, he would have been there for sure, someone else adds. Just yesterday or the day before, I watched this episode. I'm quite happy that his explanation was captured on tape. It demonstrates just how much of a tool he is. The expression on Ysabel's face as he speaks to her, essentially blaming her for not performing the exercises on a daily basis, is heartbreaking. He is terrible. How do you feel about Kody&Brown's remarks regarding Ysabel Brown's back? Is it apparent that he made it about himself? Did you find the most recent Sister Wives episode enjoyable? Please leave a remark below. Meri Brown, star of Sister Wives, speaks up about her transgender daughter. Leon Brown. Meri Brown, actress of Sister Wives, recently gave a rare update on Leon Brown, her daughter who has evolved into a man. Leon Brown, who uses the pronouns they/them and came out as transgender in June 2022, has opted to keep a low profile in the public eye. According to Meri, 53, who spoke to People, they have chosen to not be very public. I therefore don't discuss them as much. She also mentioned how Leon is doing and how often they talk. Meri and her ex-husband, Kody Brown, have one child, Leon, who is 29 years old. Leon made their transgender identification public in June 2022, saying, "My pronouns are they/them, and my name is Leo or Leon. Please use that as the only way to refer to me." At the time, Meri shared Leon's news on her Instagram story with the message, "You are my sunshine," to show her support. Along with their own journey, Leon and Audrey Chris have been together for a long time. After 2 years of dating, the pair got engaged in January 2019 at the Women's March in Washington, D.C. According to reports, on October 29, 2022, they were married in a private ceremony at a courthouse in Colorado. Leon's absence from recent episodes of Sister Wives has drawn criticism from viewers, particularly in light of the continuing familial issues between Kody&Robyn Brown, his surviving wife. Meri recognized the intricacy of these connections, drawing a comparison between them and the conflicting viewpoints in the narrative Wicked. "I think it's very fair for everybody that they have their own feelings and perspectives about," she said, adding that there was a lot to analyze. Leon periodically posts updates on social media even though he has distanced himself from the spotlight. Meri emphasizes that whatever Leon chooses to post online is what people will know about them, and she supports his choice to live a more private life. She added that they stay in touch on a regular basis, which strengthens their close bond as mother and kid. Meri has been outspoken in her support of Leon, particularly while the public has been watching. She discussed the divisive responses to Leon's shift in a prior interview, saying she was grateful for positive remarks and detested hostile ones. She made it clear that hate is worthless and that she finds the hate aimed at her child offensive. An important part of Leon and Audrey's lives has been their relationship. Audrey and Leon came out as transgender in 2021 and 2022, respectively, and have been transparent about their experiences. Mutual understanding and support have characterized their relationship, which culminated in their October 2022 marriage. Even though Leon has decided to avoid the spotlight, many people are still motivated by their path. Meri's steadfast support highlights how crucial it is for families to embrace and understand one another, particularly when undertaking difficult personal journeys. Viewers of Sister Wives understand Leon's privacy decision and value the glimpses into their lives that are offered. Kody Brown of Sister Wives makes audacious predictions regarding his kids' marriages. If any of his children said "I do" to many weddings, Kody Brown wouldn't mind. In spite of his current monogamy, he said in the December 15th episode of Sister Wives that "I wouldn't really have a problem with any of my kids going to plural marriage, even though I would be warning them of some red flags." Although Aurora Brown and her younger sister Brianna Brown, Kody's eldest children with Robyn, expressed interest in finding a church full of people who have the same life goal as me, as Brianna put it in the December 8th episode, the patriarch of Sister Wives, Kody, doesn't think a married man is on their want list. "If one of my daughters desired to wed a married man, I might be able to see it. After their interactions with our family, I doubt they would want to do that." The guy who once famously stated that love should be expanded rather than divided stated, "I really wouldn't care to have my daughters in plural marriage. I really don't think any of my sons are interested in plural marriage either." Over the years, Kody has made it clear that he wants his kids to choose several marriages. Fans have observed, meanwhile, that none of Kody's personal relationships appear to be doing well. He also made a suggestion that his kids might not be following his morals as a result. Kody assigns the blame for living in Sin City elsewhere, even though he frequently forgets that he made the decision to relocate the family to Las Vegas. Kody frequently denies the women a voice in their life as a sign of his desire for control over them. But perhaps the toughest thing the kids had to experience growing up was Kody's skillful manipulation of their emotions. Why would anyone want to oversee several spouses after witnessing Kody's terrible failure? Not all of the Brown kids' ideas have been repressed. In an interview with his mother in a season 18 episode, Kody&Brown stated, "The goal of becoming public was to demonstrate that polygamy is effective. It no longer seems to work in my family." Maddie Brown's plea to join the LDS Church was denied because the church did not like the Brown family. Garrison Brown left the AUB after 7 years of seeking to join and joined the LDS Church instead. Furthermore, he had no plans to practice polygamy. Aspen Brown voiced her disapproval of the tradition in her wedding episode, saying, "I don't want to do plural marriage. Although I feel horrible that none of us want to, I suppose it was simply not our destiny." Not all of Kody Brown's family members wished to follow in his footsteps. Kody, 55, and his wife Robyn Brown, 46, discussed her elder daughter's desire to join a church on this week's Sister Wives episode. He wanted to make sure the girls weren't joining a culty organization, but he was encouraging them to locate the perfect church for them. As the two get down for a date, Robyn explains, "So I wanted to talk to you about something when I don't have two little children running around and interrupting us." The ladies have been kind of expressing themselves lately. "We don't have a church to attend, but Brianna has been showing an interest in going." Robyn reveals in a confessional that her two elder daughters, Aurora and Brianna, who she had in a past relationship, wish to learn more about their faith. "The girls really just want to be able to go to church, interact with the church community, and then just be able to learn more and find their path, whether it be religious or spiritual," she adds. Robyn and Kody return to the scene and talk about Brianna and Aurora's desire to attend a different church than their parents. However, it goes beyond simply attending church. Robyn tells her husband, "They're kind of in this place where they want to look for a church to be part of. They have asked me to kind of help them or facilitate or sort of be a part of the situation and go with them to different churches." Kody shares in his confessional why Robyn is the person his children most frequently turn to when they need religious guidance. Kody states, "I believe Robyn is the most comfortable person for any of my children to speak with. As you can hear, I frequently discuss religion with my kids. We have discussed it briefly. However, they are approaching Robyn in particular and saying, 'We want to do this. What are your thoughts?'" The scene returns to Robyn and Kody's date, during which Robyn claims her daughters told her they didn't want to attend their church. "Are you interested in our church? I asked them both. And they said something like," Robyn explains, "Aurora said no, and Brianna said probably not." Kody reveals in his confessional that the original founders of their church were former members of the Latter-day Saints Church who were searching for a new congregation. According to Kody, people who were formerly members of the LDS Church or who had affiliation with that were literally excommunicated from our church. However, they had this doctrine of plural marriage where it is required by commandment for any of those who want to progress through eternity. "I wouldn't really have a problem with any of the kids going to the plural marriage, even though I would be warning them of some red flags," he says. "Going back to our religion, I don't think I'd be fond of them doing that." He acknowledges, though, that he has mixed reactions to the girls' desire to attend a different church because he personally fears both religion and churches. He made the list, he checked it twice. But, ultimately, Sister Wives Meri Brown would argue that her ex-husband Kody Brown is the one who's naughty, not nice. "Kody basically had a list for me to do before we would start working on a relationship," Meri shared on the December 15th episode of the TLC hit. And though she worked hard on herself in an attempt to save their 33-year union, none of those steps forward ultimately closed the gap between her and the man she wed at age 19. After existing in a marriage limbo for nearly a decade during which they didn't share a bed, even while on vacation, Kody told me at one of our conversations, "Meri, I decided this 2 years ago," the mom to 29-year-old Leon previously shared. "I don't think that was fair to me. You know, if he really was having these feelings that he really was done, it would have been cool if he would have just talked to me about it instead of the mixed messages that I kept getting." Instead, Meri detailed on the series' November 17th episode, "He asked me for some specific things. He had this list of things that he wanted me to do in order for us to work on our marriage. And once I completed that list, she continued, he was done. Only now did she realize that Kody had run out of excuses, Meri said, because I had done everything that he asked of me.